Anime Last Stand, a game with many units. At the top of the food chain are godlies, and they're very hard to obtain with many tedious ways of obtainment. And there's a lot of them, and they're even adding more as we speak. This is Noobs to Every Godly. Episode 1, Ichigo Kurosaki. Alrighty guys, just saying this was recorded just about over 2 weeks ago, so if my audio is a little bit different, recording is a little bit different, and the game obviously does not look the same as it does right now, that's because it was before the Chainsaw Man update, and it was a little bit over 2 weeks ago. But I hope you guys enjoy. Before I do start the video though, make sure to like and subscribe guys. I'm trying to become the best Roblox anime tower defense YouTuber out there, so if you want to help the cause, you know what to do. And also, you can join my Discord server down below. We can give away 1,000 members for the Anime Vanguard Battle Pass. But yeah, I don't waste time anymore. Let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so we're here on ALS. Yeah, this is the first time here. Gonna be trying to get every single godly in the game. And we're starting off with Ichigo. But first, we do have to get his epic version, as he goes from an epic to a mythic to a celestial to the godly, I'm pretty sure. So if we go to Celestial Banner 2, and turn off auto sell for epic, we should try to get this epic Ichokai, I think it's what they call it. Not Sanji, we don't want him. Ichokai, there it is. Ichokai, that's all we needed. So we're gonna go over there. We can turn back on auto sell for this. Go. Wait, what? Oh, shoot, on this banner. Yep. Auto sell there. And then we go down and scroll down to our units. We have Ichokai, so we're gonna sell this. And then we can lock our Ichigo right there. And as you can see in evolutions, okay, come on, man. In evolutions, we have Ichigo to Ichigo mass, and what we have to do first is get to an empty mass, which is bought from the raid shop. So we go over to the teleport, and then go over to the raids, and then go over to the raid shop. It's in the first one. It's 45 tokens from the first raid, so I'm guessing if we come over here to raids, and then go over here to, where is it? Where would it be? I don't know where it would be actually. Oh, maybe in the Wanderer. What's up guys, Editor Noah here. So yeah, ALS, we cannot find it for like 5 minutes, so yeah, here I am. We found it eventually, but hey, why the frick was it so hard to find? I cannot lie, I'm sitting here editing this video at 11 o'clock, but why did it take me so long to find this? I can't lie, but yeah, we found it eventually, so let's go. Okay, so actually it was just in the very first one, Marines Ford. So we're gonna go over to, obviously, the hardest one, which will give us 12 raid tokens per match. So we're gonna go over here, select this, and start it up. Again, it should not be a problem at all. I have played ALS a little bit, but as you can see, you know, I'm not too stacked out. We got to get the godlies to actually, you know, be good. And is this just not loading up for me? Oh, yeah, we're going to do everything over again. Never mind. Starting for number 1. Let's do this, guys. All right, so coming in here, we're going to have to beat all of these stages to get to the 6th stage, which hopefully by then we should have a decent amount of tokens, you know. Obviously, though, the easier the raid, the less you're going to get. But yeah, we're going to go over here and, you know, beat some of these raids. It shouldn't be too crazy to look at. You know, the units don't really have any health at all, I can't lie. So Kirito should be more than enough to do this. And we got the new skin on him for the summer update. But yeah, let's start this time lapse. Alright boys, we finally got 45 raid tokens, so now I can actually go back to lobby, and we'll get 1 of 3 evos down. Alright guys, so if we go over to our units and scroll all the way down to Ichigo Kai right there, click on him, we now should have enough for the empty mask, so we gotta come down here into the crafting station. Oh no, what am I doing? Not in the crafting station, into the raid section, over to the raid shop, and then 45 tokens is enough for the empty mask. But before we evolve Ichigo, we want to get some stats on him, so we make sure we get the SSS triple on our godly Ichigo. So let's go roll real quick. All right, here on Ichigo, we already have an SS somehow, so I'm gonna go for some S's. Just an okay, boom, that's already enough. We don't really need that much stuff because, again, evolving him 3 times should be enough to get to, you know, full SSS. And then there we have it. All of that. Now if we go over to our units, we can finally evolve Ichigo after literally spending almost an hour on the basic raids. But here we have it. I'll turn my volume a little bit just for this part. And now we can evolve our first Ichigo. And that's 1 of 3 down, if I'm not mistaken. SSS, SS, and S. Not bad. Alright guys, and now we can move on to the second step of this operation, which is, well, the next evolution. Which all we need actually is if we come over to crafting, talk to my boy Tandra over here, and search up hollow mask or hollow head, we're going to need to get to fire essences, but that's really it. Once we have fire essences, we can evolve Ichigo into the second evolution, which is I think 1 or 2 before the actual godly one. But yeah, let's try to get some fire essence. Alright guys, coming over to the elemental caverns. For the fire enemies, since I don't really have any good water units, I can't really do the insanity mode, so we're gonna have to settle for the purgatory mode, which shouldn't be that bad, as we're gonna have to do 4 of these, and then we can evo Ichigo another time. But yeah, let's start doing these. And there, with a click of button, we have our first win down. Let's keep on grinding, guys. Alright guys, second one down. We're on 78 fire essences, but I do want to give the hardest act a try, as you know, these are pretty easy, but I know that does get exponentially harder, so we're gonna go back to lobby and load up the hardest act. Alright guys, here on the Ember Hollow, we're gonna go over here and try to beat insanity mode. Let's go. Alright guys, so I was right, we ended up being just fine and perfectly 151. Now we can go back to lobby and evolve Ichigo once more. Alright guys, so if we go back down here into the crafting and go back to the hollow mask, which we should now have 150.
New face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one so far. Nice job, team.
Alright guys, now we should have enough for the fire essences to get the hollow's mask. So we're about to lobby real quick and then actually evolve Ichigo this time. Alright, so coming down to the summon area and then coming to Tandra for the crafting station, we can go search up hollow head, and now we should have enough. Just let me just quickly go over to summon the banner and get some gold real quick. Alright, a couple rerolls down, and we now have 50,000 gold, so that should be enough to hold us over for the hollow head, which you can now finally craft. Alright, 1 hollow head, and then we go to the units and find Ichokai wherever he is. He should be somewhere around here. Right there he is. Oh, Ichigo mask, and then go into the evolutions, evolve this guy. We have everything, and now 2 out of 3 evolutions. This guy will turn into our godly Ichigo, which I have not spent the past hour and 30 minutes straight grinding for, but let's evolve him. Boom, there it is. SSS, SSS. We're just gonna have to get this SS range before we actually evolve him, so we get to full triple S. But now let's take a quick look at what we're actually dealing with for this last evolution. If we find him real quick wherever he is. Where is Ichigo? Where the heck is Ichigo, guys? Ichigo hollow form. Evolving him, we're going to need to enhance hollow S's, which we already have. Helix of the Forged Zanpakuto. Zanpakuto, you know, those little thing, whatever. Okay, and then Cosmic Essence, which actually, why the heck is this so easy? Alright guys, Editor Noah here. Yeah, this is pretty fun though, because yeah, if you guys know godlies, they're not easy. So I just went over here and said, it's going to be easy, guys. Then I'm going to go on here and do a 4. I literally have like 4 more hours to edit out. But yeah, it's not going to be easy, but still. Hope you guys enjoy this. Alright, Helix of the Forged Zanpakuto is a craftable item we can go check out right here in the Divine Crafter. If we come over here and go to, where is it? Helix of the Forged Zanpakuto. So we need a glyph of the Forged Zanpakuto, and I already have the empty helix. So what is this? I don't know how to craft this. Is it somewhere? Where is it? I don't know how to craft this, but yeah, we don't have it. So yeah, we're going to get this and then some more of these essences, which if we look at right now, we should be able to get in there. We need more fire essences. But yeah, it's not probably the end of the day for me grinding with this, and I'll probably get to our first godly of this series tomorrow, guys. Alright guys, I can't lie, I am not waiting another day. I want to get the trials down, at least first. Not the trials, what am I saying? The elemental caverns. We just need to, I think if we go over here, we need about 75 more of where are these 75, no, 65 more. So if we do 1 of these ember trials, that should be enough, hopefully, if we get lucky, to be able to not have to worry about the fire essences. So let's just do this one, and hopefully we get lucky. Alright guys, with 1 click of the button, we should be able to kill Demon Boston. Oh my gosh, we don't have enough fire essences. Alright, we're gonna have to do 1 more, guys. Let's do it. Alright guys, now with the click of a button, the King's Sword finisher, we can kill the Demon Boss. And then boom, we should have enough fire essences. I'm gonna go back to the lobby and craft what we need before we actually start the big, nasty, godly quest, whatever they call them. Alright, coming into the Divine Crafter, we should, if not mistaken, have enough for 65 of these. And we do. Alright, now if we go over to the Ichigo, that we have not yet added into our godly form. We should, okay, we do need light essences, but that's the main thing. We have all the cosmic essences. Light essences, that should be easy enough to get. If the main thing is the helix of the forged Empactico. If you go over to the quest, which I had to ask my friends for some help, and in the godly trials, we go all the way down to we see Ichigo. We have to complete all these trials. Yeah, sure, that right. And then we get we need to actually make the last part of the godly thing. So first thing we can already claim, obtain Ichigo hollow form. That's that. And then we have to do all this stuff over here, which I'm probably not gonna be doing right now. Probably gonna do it tomorrow and the day after that and whatnot. And now I'll actually probably see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so we're back on ALS, day 2 in this godly. And for the quest, the godly trials, one of the main things we have to do is talk to this guy. I think his name is Mayuri. I'm on the last season of 1000 Year Blood War, but we have to talk to him for one of our quests. If you go into the quest and go to godly trials and scroll down to Ichigo, one of the quests is to complete Maori Kurosaki quest line. Is that the one? Yeah, that one. And that's this guy right down here. And his quest already give us some completion to the other ones that we need to do anyway. So if we talk to him, let's see what he has to say. He says, "Ah, you, yes, you there, approach." Alright, yeah, I cannot lie. We're not reading all this. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this already, so we're just gonna skip through this. So what we need to do is souls and energy. And we already have Ichigo. I did do some spins on him as well and got Avatar. I don't think I recorded on my phone, but I don't think I can get it to my computer because something's messed up. We do have Avatar on him, and now we gotta go into the quest. And does this pop up for it? I don't know if it pops up for him. I don't know if we just can't see what we have to do. But we have 1 of 9 quests completed. I don't know where his actual quest is. We just have to remember what it's called. If we talk to him again, let's see what he has to say though. Yeah, so he just said 2000 energy. And 1000 souls. So souls, I'm pretty sure if we go over to the story and infinite and then come over to story and infinite, and I think it's on, let's see, where would it be? Soul Society. Does this have us anything for it? No, nothing on the Soul Society. What about is there anything else that we can find? I think it's actually a raid, to be honest. So let's go over to the raids real quick and see what it has to do there. So raids, and then going down to the Wanderreich. That will give us soul tokens. I don't know if that's what we're looking for. Soul tokens. It sounds like it is. It might be soul tokens, but I'm gonna keep looking real quick and see what Yes is doing. Alright guys, so to get energy, which is the first thing we're gonna be doing, we need 2000 energy, which is an insane amount. If you go down to the Soul Society and go to Act 6 and go to Purgatory mode, it's 30 to 65, which could mean we're gonna have to do up to 20 to even maybe 30 to 40-ish of these, or maybe not that much, but probably gonna do 1 act on record, and then we'll have to do a time skip because ain't nobody want to sit here watching me do 30 acts. So let's do Soul Society Act 6 one time, and then we're gonna bring out the secret technique and the time skip. Alright guys, there's 1 night down, 59 out of 2000 energy. So we're gonna embark on a little time skip, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, with these final runs, we're finally at, as you can see, 2000 energy, which is the first thing we needed for Mayuri's quest. This probably took about 2 hours in total. I wasn't actually playing every single one, obviously, because I'd have to be an insane man for that. So we're going to go back to the lobby and see what we've done for the quest so far on our path to our first godly Ichigo. Alright guys, so what you're watching in the background right now is me searching for Rukia, who's next part of the quest, but I somehow didn't get it on recording. But yeah, Mallory is asking to find Rukia, and I literally cannot find her. As you can see, I'm running around the whole entire map. She's not on the map, though. I thought she was, but she's a unit we have to evolve. But yeah, that's why I don't really talk about it at all. I just say that I couldn't find her, which you'll see right now. Alright guys, so after looking around literally everywhere, yeah, she's not somebody we have to talk to. I asked the Discord server, and they actually told me we have to evolve her to her max evolution, which is her Bankai form or whatnot, which is, I guess, that makes sense because Mallory asked us to help her with her Bankai, so getting that obviously makes sense. I think she does have an epic though. We can get her epic and then have to evolve a whole nother unit. Her name is just Riku though. I think if we just go over to the rates, or not in here, epics, yeah, we'll just go auto sell, turn off epic, and see if we can get to Rukia. Oh yeah, there, Ichigo and Rukia. All right, perfect. So now turn back that back on, and then we have to go over to our units. Search up Riku. Okay, yeah, it's in Japanese. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right, Riku. And go to the evolutions. And we got to... Okay, we already have the first one, so we can just evolve her right now. And boom, there's the first evolution. And then we have to evolve her one more time, I think. Into... Oh, guys, look at that. We already have this too, so... Pop the evolution. We're going to need more cosmic essences for Ichigo, though. And we have Rukia Bankai. Alright, that's actually pretty sick. I should have probably got some stats on her, but if I actually want to use her as support, I will use her. So we'll go back to Mallory. Come over here. Now you must revive Ichibe. His power is deeply tied to his name. Have someone with strong spiritual energy like Ichigo call out his name. Alright. So now we gotta evolve another unit. I do not... Oh, I do have him. Ichiban right here, alright? This guy was... Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But, yeah, he's just a guy. He helps Ichigo out. So we need the Ink Altar to evolve him, which is just from the crafting station. So if we go over the crafting station real quick, I mean, man, we're on some scavenger hunts over here. That the crafting station and back to other stuff and whatnot. So if I search up Ink Altar, we need Reiatsu. So that's from some portals or drops. So I'm gonna go check those out and see where these can drop from. All right, guys. So after looking around, the hunt was over. I had to just do some digging around in the infinite modes. It's just simply for the portal, Soul Society Infinite mode. And also, if we do Infinite mode Nightmare on Soul Society and get to wave 100, we will also complete another quest. So probably when I have time, we're gonna go and get wave 100 in Nightmare mode for Soul Society Infinite and try to get some portals so we can evolve Ichiban. And hopefully that's the last guy we have to evolve, the Ichigo Godly, because I don't have to go on any more detours, guys. So yeah, let's just do that. Alright, guys, so we're about to load up Soul Society Nightmare mode Infinite to go for wave 100 to get a quest done for the Godly Trials in Ichigo and to get some portals. So I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully not more than like 30 minutes because it's already almost 10 p.m. on a Thursday night. And the grind's been pretty crazy, but hey, I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Again, if it does well, I'll continue uploading these. And even if it doesn't, I'll probably continue uploading these. But yeah, we've done this map so many times by now. So many times, alright? I'm kind of getting sick and tired of this, but hey, we'll get to wave 100. You know, probably won't have to watch the whole entire of it if it's not too long at least. But yeah, let's get the show on the road. Alright, boys, we just hit wave 100, so we're going to pop this Yuha Baha, you know, kill this guy, so you just make sure, you know, we get that credit, you know. Actually, we'll just pop the Ost real quick, get this out of here, and then we'll sell our units real quick, just to make sure that, you know, I don't want to just leave the game and then not get any credit for the wave 100. It didn't actually take that long, 15 minutes. I thought it was going to be a while, but it took 15 minutes to go wave 100 on my recording, so just going to let these guys die, or let these guys reach our base and kill us, and then we'll go back to lobby. Hopefully we got some portals, but like, you know, we got no portals over here. But hey, we'll go see it, and we should have another quest done after hitting wave 100. All right, boys, let's go back to the lobby real quick and see what we're working with. All right, so we're back. If we go over to the quest now, it should say we have another quest done for the Godly Trials. 209, where is it? Yeah, reach wave 100 on Soul Society Infinite Nightmare. And now, have we actually gotten any portals? I don't think we literally got any portals, I can't lie. Yeah, we got no portals, so looks like I might have to go grind some more Infinite. Probably not tonight, but hopefully soon. I hope we can get this Ichigo soon, and I hope that this Ichiban guy right down here is our last guy we have to evolve, because I ain't trying to evolve anybody else. So yeah, we'll get to that then. Alright, guys, after doing some Infinite runs yesterday, and it's now Friday the 30th, I do have a portal, and looking at it, it seems like we don't have to keep on going back and getting more. As long as we do one, there's a 100% chance we get tier 1, we can also get tier 2, and we get some Ryatsu. Now, 1 to 2 is a kind of little amount considering we need 90, but I'm hoping when we get up to the higher tiers, then we can, you know, get more Ryatsu from this. So, we're gonna spawn a portal and then start now, and we should, you know, just start grinding some portals and hopefully getting some good Ryatsu soon. Alright guys, first portal down. Sadly, no upgrades, so we're gonna keep on going with the tier 1s. And we're gonna only be getting, yeah, 1 Ryatsu out of 90. So hopefully we can get some of these tier 2s. It's probably gonna be a long grind, I can't lie, but yeah, let's just do some more portals. Alright, yeah, so I can't lie, the grind is literally insanely long. I'm not gonna let you guys watch this whole thing because it's just me going through portals over and over and over again, but I'm gonna skip ahead to the last portal we have to do for this Ryatsu to evolve our boy Ichibe. But yeah, it was definitely a long grind, I cannot lie.
The next day.
Alright guys, so there, portal is done. We didn't seem to get, oh, we did get Ichigo Fullbringer. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, that's another Ichigo. Not for today's video, but there we have 98 Ryatsu. So now we can go back to lobby and evolve our secret units. Alright guys, coming back to lobby. We can now evolve Ichibe, which, yeah, I finally remembered his name. Ichibe from the Zero Squad. We can now go over to here. And I think it's called Ink or something. Okay, yeah, I can't, never mind. Alright, don't worry about that, guys. Ink, we scroll down, it's a secret one. So, Ink Alter, yeah, we have 98 Ryatsu, and now we can evolve Ichibe into his form. So if you go over here to our units and scroll down until we see Ichibe. Right here, Ichibe, evolve. Should have everything, Ink Alter, Dark Essence, Mythic Shard, and boom, Ichibe Kai. Seems like a pretty cool unit. I've never seen a game like ALS. I mean, they have so many units, it's literally insane. But I think if we talk to... Go find Aizen in his prison, appeal to his sense of pride and his disdain for Yhwach's ambitions. Remind him that Yhwach's victory would mean the end of all existence, including Aizen's own twisted aspirations. Alright, guys. So, we have to now go evolve Aizen too. Alright, this is getting kind of insane. Let's check the quest real quick too to see if we have anything else. So, we have 3 out of 9 done. Let's see, so soul tokens, 3 crumbling orbs, wander, clear the Soul King Palace portal, complete. Alright, so yeah, we still have some stuff to do. I guess we have to go... I have to go figure out how to get Aizen now. And hopefully that's the last one, which it should be because I'm watching 1,000-Year Blood War right now, and I think Aizen should be the last one. Alright guys, so pulling up with our new blessing with Ichibe. We gotta do the... Where is it? The Wanderreich, I think that's what it's called. We have to get to the tier 6 and get this Aizen, I think. That's what he means when Mallory says he wants to get Aizen out here, which doesn't really make any sense too because... This is like the wrong Aizen, I'm pretty sure. I haven't finished 1,000-Year Blower, but it looks like the wrong Aizen, and we can't do this one yet. Can we? Yeah, no, we can't do any. So we gotta go in order and do all the whatever you call it, the Quincy raids, alright? Alright guys, so with this next raid, we should be on Act 6, which means we have a chance to get Aizen. To be honest, I don't even know how long it's gonna take. I might not even notice it. So probably just keep on doing all these raids until like... for the next 30 minutes to an hour, and hopefully we get Aizen, and this should be the last thing we have to get in terms of the units, and then we can actually focus on the quests, because to be honest, I think the hardest part about this so far has been the fact that we have to go out of our way to evolve all these units, but we're lucky that we evolved Rukia without having to do anything, because doing those portals for Ichibe was just super annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna do some Quincy raids until we get this Aizen. Alright guys, so 29 raids later, if we go into the raid station and go down the Quincy raid, the Wanderreich, or something like that. We're now on 29 out of 30 pity, so one more should give us the Aizen final orb, which is the last thing we need for Mallory's quest, and then we can start, you know, focusing on the last part, which is just the godly trials in itself, and not the actual long quest. But yeah, we're gonna come in here and get this Aizen after a long freaking time. All right, boys, we got Soul King. Oh, no, we don't care about that, but we should have Aizen final orb. And you know what they say?
Yo, 私のソウルソサエティで私の冷圧で自戒しろ
Alright, hey, no more cringe though. Hey, we're gonna go back to lobby, get this guy, talk to my boy Malyuri, and check out the last part of the Godly Trials. We're so close, like literally in the next 3 minutes of the video or something like that. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but soon we're gonna have our boy Godly Ichigo, savior of the Soul Society. Alright guys, so coming back to lobby, if we go over wherever my boy is over here, we should be able to talk to him, I think. Yep, the set of quests bestowed on you now, unexpected congratulations. Man, shut up, bro. We don't really care. Alright, I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't know what he gave us. I don't think he gave us anything crazy. I think he just made us complete the quest. If we go over to the quest and go to the Godly Trials and then go to Ichigo, we should have, oh yeah, we have a lot of them too because, look, so the raid we just did was the last part of the quest. Look, the raid gave us soul tokens, which are 20 away. The raid also gives us portals for crumbling orbs, and it also gives us these portals right here. So theoretically, all we have to do, guys, is just do some portals. Like literally, like we're right there. If we go over to my items and we go over to portals, you see these things? Boom. Gives us soul tokens, gives us crumbling orbs, and gives us completion. So all we need to do is 3 portals, and we're good. So let's get into the first one, boys. Alright, guys, so finally we have a new map. It's the Soul King's Palace. If you don't watch Bleach, you don't really know what it is, but it's a pretty nice looking map. I mean, there's nothing crazy to it because the whole palace is just white, you know. All we have is, you know, a little path down here, and the units should not be that hard. We have Nightmare and Flight, so I don't think, let's see how much health these guys have. Right here they have 27 million. That's really light. Our boys Gojo, Kirito, Benimaru, Asta, they all should handle this pretty easily. So probably, guys, we're gonna just do the same old time skip, speed forward, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, guys, Asta killed him so fast, but with that, if we choose this random portal to get this out of here, I'm pretty sure we should have enough. We're gonna go back to lobby and we're gonna check this out. Alright, guys, coming back to lobby, if we go over to the quest and go over to the Godly Trials, we should have them all complete. Alright, guys, 3, 2, 1, boom. The last 3 are complete, and we should be able to get the Glyph of the Forgotten Zanpakuto. Alright, we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. There it is, guys. We just got the last part that we need to evolve Ichigo. If we go over into our units, we should have everything we need. If I go down wherever Ichigo is, guys, where's Ichigo? Right here. And evolve him. All we need to do is craft this right here, which we already have the vial for. So if you go over here to the upgrade section over here and Divine Crafter, Helix of the Forge Zanpakuto, boom. Now we have it, guys, and now we can actually evolve our Ichigo into the godly form. But first, we're not gonna just settle for this S+, all right? We gotta try to get an SS at least, so we can have full SSS stats, guys. So we're going over here, and with 153 cubes, we're going to try to get this. There it is, guys. SS. So now we can go over to evolve our Ichigo and get our first godly for the series, guys. If we go over to evolve Ichigo Horn of Rescues, guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom! There it is. Ichigo Horn of Rescues, guys. First godly on the channel. If you see down here, it is 5:30 of Friday. I started this on Tuesday, so the 26th. Took us just over a couple of days to do it, but hey, we finally did it, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys maybe stick around for the other episodes of the series, guys. But this is all I have for you. You can stare at Ichigo's beautiful face, and I'll see you next one, guys. Peace out.